Among the famous people that we read about in history, there's a name that all of us know, and that is Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin came up with the Darwinian evolution theory that states that, we came from our life started from an atom that, became a complex being, and as human beings came from a monkey, simple monkey, and grew all the way up to Homo sapiens sapiens, which we are today. And this theory, during 1859, marks a particular period in history where it was called the series or the period of enlightenment. This is where you'd find several people who thought themselves to be intellects meeting up together and saying that the solutions that are currently there for the meaning of life and the purpose for life of man are not sufficient, including the Bible. It's not sufficient. So we need to come up with things that make sense for us to the level as which that human beings, being the highest form of intellect in society, we need to find solutions that make sense to fit this concept that human beings are the ultimate complex beings in society. And so during this period, these guys call themselves the Illuminated. I'm sure all of us have heard the stories and rumors about the Illuminati, and it started out as a group of people who are well off in science and knowledge and thought themselves to be very illuminated more than other people, and so they put on themselves the burden to educate and to give people solutions that fit the concept of the human being being the ultimate being in the universe. And so, with this being said, they devised policies, structures in different forms of life, in religion, the bringing about concepts of, atheism, in education, bringing concepts of Darwinian education theory and evolution, and changing history to reflect that all of us came from monkeys and stuff like that. And so we see some of these things replicating over the years, but it was started by a group of people who thought themselves to be the highest form of humanity. You can't be stupid. They believe that people who do bad things, they do bad things because they're stupid. You can't steal if you're stupid. That's the theory of the secular humanism. And so being stupid is a sin. And mark you, at the time, not as much as today, where information is relatively available, better than it was back in the day. And so they took upon themselves the burden to lead humanity in the direction that they felt was right. To lead humanity in the direction that they felt was right. Now listen to me. In the book of Proverbs, it says, "There's a way that seems right to a man, but in the end leads to destruction." During the 20th century and the 19th century, we saw very terrific stuff happening. And terrific, not good. Terrific in that they were ground-shaking stuff. We saw the evolution of drugs that, altered the genealogy of human beings. We saw the evolution of drugs and diseases that killed many human beings in the name of population control. We are seeing even today promulgations to have vaccines that alter the DNA of human beings, that alter the DNA of animals, so that we have a more controlled environment, in that these human beings are the ones who control everything. But guess what? It is impossible, because we are created beings. We're already subjective. And number two, there's no human being who has the moral high ground, who has the authority to stand over all other human beings and say that I know your future. No one knows the future. And so because no one knows the future, there's no one who has ultimate solutions for the future. And because of that, I strongly disagree with secular humanists, wherever they may be. And whatever comes out of secular humanism is not a worldview that we need to be looking at the world from.